Good morning. It is 10:17 a.m. on Saturday, July 31st, 2021. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. I'm going over to a friend's house today and they're doing like barbecue and stuff so instead of just buying chips or something to bring, I decided to make a shrimp recipe that I have made several times before and always enjoyed, and hadn't made in a while. So that was I made that last night. It's basically the point there. The recipe is called Aromatic Shrimp in Cilantro-Lime Cream Sauce. Now that sauce here's basically this. It's a relatively simple recipe. It has a lot of stuff in it, but like the preparation is not that complicated really. So you make a marinade with cilantro and garlic and jalapeno and lime juice and scallions, and I think that's it. You blend that all up with some, I'm paraphrasing a recipe. You make a marinade with that, with some olive oil, and so I'm not replicating the recipe in its precision. Is where I kind of tripped myself up there. So what I'm, here, how about this? I will put the text of the recipe in the video notes. Okay, so if you want the actual recipe, that's where it is. Right now, I'm just paraphrasing it. So you make the marinade. You marinate the shrimp in it for like an hour. Then you spoon them out of the marinade and saute them until they're cooked. And then you put them on a serving plate and chill them. In the meantime, you take the rest of the marinade and put it in with the leftover liquid from the sauteing the shrimp. And then you boil it up, and then you add heavy cream, and then you boil that down to a nice sauce, and then you chill both the shrimp and the sauce, and then it's a served cold dish where you pick up the shrimp with the little tails and you dip them in the sauce, and it's amazing. In particular, they call it the aromatic shrimp just because so many of those ingredients have a powerful smell. And the thing that's amazing here, and I'm not sure exactly what the science of it is, but the smells become more powerful as it gets colder. I'm intrigued. I'm trying to speculate on what that effect is, because I sort of usually think of a lot of things like garlic, for example, as becoming even more fragrant as you cook it. So why is it that you cook it up and it smells good, but then the smells really come out? Maybe it's just that as you chill it, some of the sort of noise smells simmer down, and you're left with those higher notes that you can really pick out. In any case, it's really good, and so I was excited to make it for the first time in a little while. And it's just like I cook fairly regularly. Well, I not that's not really true. I cook sometimes, and I feel like I'm pretty okay at it. I'm not an expert or anything, but I can cook a lot of things, I think. But it's also true that I learned a lot of that from cooking various Blue Apron meals, and so that a lot of the times when I cook, it is one of those meals, and it is just kind of following the recipe that I've chosen, and they've already sent me the stuff, because usually the idea of having to plan a recipe and then go make sure I have all the stuff I need to make it at the store, that's the part that I kind of bounce off of. It feels stressful, so that's why having Blue Apron kind of do that part where I just point at a picture and say that one, and then they send me everything I need for it, including the instructions. And then I just have to do the preparation part. And like that really works for me when I feel like I have enough energy to do even that cooking. But yeah, so I'm not sure why it is that I guess as a change of pace, it felt really kind of fun to say, oh yeah, this recipe. I know a recipe that I made once upon a time and I liked it then, so I should make it again. And so then I looked up the recipe and then I went to the store to buy the things, and there was an anticipation for it because I think it was because it was something that I had fond memories of that I already knew I would like. Yeah. In any case, I guess I'll leave it there for right now because I've got to go ahead and get ready for stuff. And I will talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes. I will put the actual recipe because it's not long in the podcast notes. In the meantime, I'll talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes.